Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 of the STX Cup Masters 2008 Finals between NBC Game and STX. And I believe what they're doing now is they're going to reveal. Jelizark took Game 1 for STX, so I believe now they're going to reveal who NBC is sending out to combat Jelizark in the next game. Whoever wins stays in, whoever loses, they send out a new player to combat whoever was in there. So you basically just have to keep throwing people at the winner until you take them out. And July Zerg is a very good choice for their number one because Jesus Christ, he just won the OSL. And here's we have his opponent there. This is the Zerg. So NBC Game has decided to send out the Zerg. Kind of a lower level Zerg player. He often plays on NBC's 2v2 team as the Zerg part of their team. At least he used to. I haven't kept on top of 2v2 much this season. But in any case, July Zerg definitely the superior player here. In all respect, and July Zerg very good at Zerg versus Zerg, actually. He's been able to take out some top Zerg players in ZVZ. But Zerg versus Zerg it's a wacky matchup, so anything can really happen. So we'll see what happens. In any case, I said last game that I had a few things to say this time around. I actually don't think I'll have time to say what I was going to say more importantly, so I'll save that for the next game. But first of all, I do want to give a shout out and a happy birthday to Dara, the queen of the Turtle Terran. Your boyfriend says hello, and happy birthday to you as well. But yeah, so we're getting into a Zerg versus Zerg match here. In general, well, you know what? Okay, I will say something that I was going to say before. I get a lot of comments actually from people, and I'm not sure what that is. I guess they were listing the names of the players they expected to be in there. But anyways, I get a lot of comments from different people, and I don't always respond to them. And Cholera has been recently asking for a lot of people to kind of interact with him and that sort of thing. And I've never really gone out of my way to do that, I admit. When people do send me comments, I realize I usually don't respond, honestly. I either usually don't get around to it, or sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll talk to them later, and I'll forget. I do respond to a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, I don't completely ignore everyone. But sometimes I just kind of forget, or I don't really know exactly what to say in response, and so... but in general, I want to apologize to people for I guess, not getting back to them if you expected me to get back to you at some point. But I want everyone to know that I do appreciate when people send me PMs on YouTube or what have you. I do read every single one of them. Even if I don't respond, I have read it, and I do appreciate when people say, oh, hey, people send me their appreciation, basically, or something of that sort. So I want you to know I do actually really appreciate that, even though I don't get back to you too much. By the way, I'm watching the game here, don't worry. It's pretty much mirror builds here. 12 pool into hatchery expansions, so there's not really too much to say at this point. But it's going to start getting heavy pretty soon here. Also, comments on my videos. Usually I'll read the comments on my videos for a few days afterwards. Usually after like 3 days, I don't get hardly any comments, so I don't go back and read the comments after they've been up for a few days. But I do go back and read the comments as well, and again, I do really appreciate when people say, thank you for the commentary or what have you. I'm not saying that everyone has to go and start doing that all the time, but for those of you that do, I want you to know that I am reading it, and I do appreciate it, and that's basically the reason why I keep doing this. Is because I understand that people do appreciate what's going on, appreciate what I'm doing here. And that's the reason I kept going from the beginning. In the beginning, okay, well, let's get back to the game here. Jelizark seems to have gone down to one drone on his gas. I'm not exactly sure what that's about. Let's see. Yeah, the Zerg still has all his drones on gas, but Jelizark only has one drone on gas. That's really, really strange. I guess he really wanted to get some extra minerals in there. Maybe be able to pump. Maybe he was low. He wasn't able to use all of his larvae, and he wanted to pump out a few more Zerglings. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but he took a couple drones off of gas and put them on minerals. Both players getting overlords at each other's bases here now. Actually, no. The Zerg does not have. I'm sorry, July Zerg. Wait, I just saw him. Okay, July Zerg just getting his overlord there. I think July Zerg has sent his first overlord down to the bottom map there. But the Zerg is now moving out here. His lair is almost up, but he's moving out with a lot of Zerglings here. July Zerg's going to have to try and defend. He's got a few less Zerglings, it looks like, so he never mind. The Zerg is pulling back. I don't know why he's pulling back exactly, but he just wanted to scare July Zerg, I guess. Maybe he saw that overlord coming in and he decided to send all of his Zerglings out so that July Zerg would frantically make more Zerglings and use larvae that he could use for other purposes. I'm not sure. Both of them have their lairs up, and Spire's going up now. But July Zerg's going to be a little bit behind on gas because he did delay that. It looks like what July Zerg may have done is he may have actually produced a couple extra drones to have extra minerals coming in. Oh, maybe not. Actually, I thought he had more drones in his main. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like 7 or 8 drones for the Zerg. And there's about that many, maybe one more for July Zerg. Oh, huge Zergling battle coming in here. And July Zerg's forces are a little bit split up, but so are the Zergs. And July Zerg actually running by with some of his forces here. What the heck? The Zerg. Oh, okay. I thought he GG'd, but he hit PP, which is asking for a pause in the game. I'm not sure why he decided to pause. Maybe something messed up. His mouse cord got yanked out of the back there or anything. Well, I guess I have another minute to talk to you guys after all. So like I said, I get a lot of comments and things, and back when I first started commentating, it was just kind of a thing where, heck, I'll just try it out. And the reason why I've kept doing it for, actually, you know what? I think I've been doing it for a year now. It seems like I've been doing it for longer, but it's been about a year. I started in September of last year, so it hasn't quite been a year yet, but almost a year. So the reason I've kept doing it for almost a year is because when I was first starting, I got so much positive feedback from people that it just made me feel really good about it. And even though going back and listening to my first videos, I think I sucked pretty bad. But everyone always thinks that everyone is always their own worst critic. But going back and listening to my earlier videos, I don't think I was that good. I guess I was passable, but not compared to. I think I'm a lot better these days. But the reason why I kept going and was able to get the practice in to become what I feel is I'm a good commentator nowadays is because people encouraged me so much. So I appreciate that a lot, and especially those of you that have been watching since the beginning. I do appreciate that you've been sticking with me and that sort of thing, I guess. I'm sorry I don't know all the